uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom! G'day guys, today we're going to be talking about positions of power, places and things you can do to improve your chances of winning a chicken dinner in PUBG Mobile. Before we kick off the tactical chit chat, I want to talk to you about Summer Feast. Summer Feast is an event that I've been lucky enough to take part of that's sponsored by PUBG Mobile, so thanks very much PUBG Mobile for sponsoring that. And it takes all your favourite creators, puts them in teams of 4, and then we run around the map competing against each other in special events that have been specially devised just for Summer Feast. I'm with Fake Jacob, Pickles and Merms. It's going to be massive. We're on Team Karakan, and it's airing Tuesday the 2nd of September at 5 p.m. Pacific on the PUBG Mobile official channel. Don't miss it. Anyway, on with today's video. Let's have a little bit of a tactical chit chat here. This is the kind of thing that I like doing, which a lot of people seem to enjoy. Specifically us older blokes and girls who might not have the surgically implanted fast fingers of the young humans who run around playing 12-finger claw. And anyway, my point being, if you're not as good as other humans, why not give yourself an advantage? There is an old adage which I've used before, which is if you're fighting someone and you're both in a fair fight, then you're doing something wrong. You want to be the person with the advantage. And this is why we call this fighting for hills, not holes. A lot of the positions that I advocate for are elevated. Even if they're just elevated slightly, like a story and a half. Like you can see where I am here. This isn't hugely elevated, but it's just high enough that it's an advantage. And they've also got some other common denominators. Namely, a lot of traffic converges through them. You might not think of that because there's no real roads here, but I want you to think about this. If you're rotating in from Pachinki, if you're rotating in from Waterworld or whatever, and the zone's going over the ridgeline behind me, the odds are you're going to drive across this field rather than drive through the urban areas of Pachinki. Or you're going to drive along the ridgeline to my west. Or you're going to drive along the ridgeline directly behind me. These are things that mean you get a great opportunity to shoot at other people. Now, this is ignition mode, so it's very easy for me to actually put up a shield behind me and be safe. But you can manage this with a squad. It's screen lock, saving people for the past 3 years. Bloody screen lock. Saw him, a gun just climbed straight up and didn't respond. Anyway, long story short, that happens. Now, I want to combine this with a little chat about sniping. If you can snipe, if you don't run a gyro that doesn't allow it, you should be sniping. And to be honest, with the customizable sensitivities that we can do now, there's no real reason for anyone not to be using a bolt-action sniper rifle in their second slot. If you're solo squatting like you're a Fake Jacob solo squad machine, I get that. Double AR or SMG and AR is probably preferable, or an MG3 in each hand. But if you're not doing those things, then sniper rifles give you a much greater reach on these kind of maps. If you can run a sniper rifle, you can one-shot someone. You can't do that with an M416, and you've seen how often in this engagement alone, I've been able to take a little bit of damage and get down and heal again, because an M416 it relies on having time on target. Now you can get lucky with any weapon. Double headshot in a row on a big spray at 200 meters, that happens. But the sniper rifle lets you do this, which is really, really important. Now let's also talk about real estate. If you imagine that the map when you first land is someone selling a house, and everyone's selling a house at the same time, and you're like, well, should I buy this mansion in the outskirts of Pachinki, or should I go to the tech center at Yasna Polyana and purchase some property there? And all the property is kind of the same value. And then the circle shrinks and shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. And suddenly you're on this flat wheat field, and there's 2 properties that you can climb on top of and shoot people from. What's the most valuable property in the whole of Erangel right now? And that's this building right here, because it's got an overlook and it's inside the circle. And that is all that matters if you want to make some chicken dinners. These kind of positions come with experience. If you are a knowledgeable player, you can pick up little bits of chicken dinner knowledge everywhere. And having the best position is exactly what I'm talking about. And getting here early so that if the circle shrinks, you're a chance is why you know about these places. These barns are amazing properties to be involved with. Let's talk about one that I've talked about before, but I still don't have to get and contest. And I mean this is important because if you're contesting in these places, they're strong positions and everyone wants to go there. Think about the bridge on Erangel. Bridge campers want to go there. But this position here has been responsible for more chicken dinners than any other position on the whole of PUBG Mobile's map surface in 20 seasons, 19 seasons, whatever season we're in now. I don't know. Still got a season 2 ace parachute, like we're talking about a long bloody time. This is the most ridiculously strong position. You are outside a major population area, which is another thing this position has in common with those areas just outside of Pachinki. In San Martin, you overlook the crossroads of the 2 major highways when the map moves to the middle. You have cars all over the roadsides that people stop off and try and spawn into. Your render range of about 320 is actually outside of San Martin, so no one in San Martin can shoot you, but anyone rotating out of San Martin gets rendered in for you. You have soft cover, i.e. the bushes all around me and the trees. You might note that I parked my custard cruiser just down the hill from me here where it's hidden by the palm trees a little bit. And you also have, let's be honest, a render advantage because people shooting up at you, it's a lot harder to shoot up at someone and hit them with the render issue where, the edge of a ridgeline won't render in. This is a great, look, soft cover, hard cover. That position right there is responsible for so many chicken dinners for me because it doesn't always have to be the final circle or the place where the final circle goes in, but you will kill a lot of really good players without them having the opportunity to fire back at you. This is what you're looking for. You're not looking for a place that's going to be I have to contest with people at 10 feet or I have to kill people as they push me. You're looking for a place where you get to farm damage, where you get to see the target first. And you've got to be active in these situations. If you just lie down and don't move, you're wasting your time. You may as well go to a 2-stack somewhere the other side of Picado and just lie down in one room and wait for the circle to shrink and hope that you're in the middle of it and hope that no one who can play turns up. What you really want is a proactive attitude where you're constantly scanning, constantly searching around, and there's 1 hit, 2 hit, red hit, blue hit. Thank you very, very much. That's all we need, sir. And you can see this is just such an easy place to rack up kills. And again, I'm sniping. Having an M416 that you can spray with is important, but it's not the only way forward. Rotating out of here is great too because you also get to see a very, very wide swathe of the map and you can see where cars are moving to. So when you make your rotation, you don't have to worry so much. You know where you're safe. Like I rotated straight to this space from the top of that hill and I knew there was no one between me and this space. And this space was the best part of the final circle. And it's why we actually won this game, is because we stuck ourselves in the best part of the final circle. I hope you guys enjoy that. Don't forget that summer feast. It's really important to me. I want everyone to turn up and check it out because it's a very, very different thing. It's not the competitive side of things as you know it. It's very much it's fun as all hell and it's great giggle. There's a lot of laughs and it's action-packed. You've never seen events like this. They are not the events that you're thinking of. It's not like who's gonna get the most chickens or anything like that. It is literally all about getting into the spirit of the occasion, and I can't tell you anymore, but you're going to enjoy it. I'm Bushka. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being part of my crew, my team. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing lately. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of giggle, and we've been doing a lot of streams. I hope you're enjoying those streams. I got a massive clutch up today that's going to be part of a video very, very shortly. And yeah, these tactical videos are things that just, they're so much fun to do. And I think they're so important, especially for newer players who don't understand how to get across the line. And playing with a lot of random teammates lately, that has become apparent to me, that there are still so many people in PUBG Mobile who just don't think tactically. Until next time, look after yourselves, stay safe in the battlefield, and bye for now.